Hi everyone. Yep, I'm back. Well, anyway, there's a lot of different things that, well, I've been seeing, which that, those parts I'm not going to give out because, well, it's a surprise what's about to happen to, with some. Anyway, there's even more, you know, that's out here. And it's affecting, not only our teens, but, some that are like, I guess adults, 18 and up. Now, I don't know what this is, but it's under, I don't know, artificial intelligence. And it's characters AI. Don't know what that is. But anyway, the founders are Google, who, you know, I don't know, made this up. Techs, tech people, techs people, tech, TECH, technical. Anyway, now for this, it's different characters. Teens can go there, if they're, especially if they're in a relationship, they're in love, whatever, they can play this, whatever it is, for them to, they can chit chat back and forth, ask questions and go through steps, you know, to make it look real. Now, one character is that it's a therapist. One is, I don't know, detective work, whatever. Now, it's a game where teens go. It is all a setup to prey on children. And, or, like I said, adults. Now, it could be, you know, like a teen, they don't know better, and, they're easily convinced that it's real, that it's their own life. Like they're showing them, you know, how it's playing out and what they're going through. Well, they play along, ask questions, they get answers, but like I said, you pick a character and whatever, and then it's to have them believe that they are in a real conversation, that it's under characters, but they're speaking to real people. They'll say all kinds of stuff to manipulate, you know, and that they have these ones, to make a teen thinking that they're speaking to a real person and fall in love with them. They'll bully them, yell at them, and tell them, if you don't blank yourself, that's the best way, and that they will be blanking themselves in order for us to be together. But if you don't, you'll never speak to them or anyone anymore. Now it's all kinds of stuff. They are speaking to them, long enough where they think that, oh wow, they think that this is all real and that they're going to meet and everything. Where they'll come in and say, let's both of us take our own, lives. We'll be with each other. So, whatever character AI is, whatever. Now, the thing is, whoever these people that made up these games and these programs and stuff like that, I think they should be held accountable. Why would you do something like that? Huh? You have, if this is true, that it's a founder from Google, the tech part of it, doesn't Google know? And who in the blank did you hire to allow this to go out? First of all, you think by, trying to take, children's lives or have them do it, thinking that you're not going to be responsible? Doesn't matter which way or how, whatever. You think that you're going to cover anything up. You're not. Like I said in my other videos, don't you think that, spirit, God, your ancestors or loved ones, don't you think they see everything? And that they're not going to let ones hear? No? Okay. If you think that. Now, the other one that I got. Now, just go with this, okay? I don't know how, whatever. But anyway, now, when you are getting out of your car, apparently, now this was in the news that I've seen. And I was told to speak about this. Now, this news, video, whatever, said that you should run your hand across, you know, metal of the hand that you are going to touch the pump with. Because you might have, you know, static electricity. So if you go to pump your car, well, you know, but since, you know, cars don't use metal anymore or whatever, you know, you could rub it against, whatever metal is there before you touch the pump, you know, or from what I remember, and I heard they mentioned something rubber or whatever. This way you can, counteract whatever electricity to get it away from you. You know, you know how when you know, walk across or, or drag your feet or whatever across the rug, you have those carpets in your car, you can get electricity, static electricity. You could also check to see if you have that. How when you were touch, you know, when you get close to your hair or whatever, your hair comes out, straight or whatever, you'll know that you have electricity. I mean, static. You know, before you get out of your car, you know, if you have it, you know, wet your hands a little bit and then, dry it and get out, before. This way you're not transferring it, the electricity when you go to put it in your car. The other thing is, there is a whole bunch of stuff out there. This way, they can say things to give people more anxiety. You know, um, the reason why I'm saying this is something's up. Okay? For you to pay attention. I mean, check to see if you do have electricity, static electricity or whatever. But I don't know. Something's up. That's all I heard. So, whoever's giving out all this stuff, and it's not actually by, from real people showing that it actually happened, or from, FBI or whoever authority. I think something's up, as in, how, people like to put up fake stuff and, all that, fake news, and, people using fake pages to do that. As what I'm saying is, pay attention, because for that to come out, it seems kind of strange that all these ones are putting out stuff for people to, have anxiety, like I said, and to have people worry. Meaning that they think that they came up with an idea of, setting things up like that. So, thing is, most gas stations and, stuff like that are open 24/7. And you should have cameras and stuff like that and well lit. So this way, anyone passing by, and if anything is there, like cars or whatever, people near it, that they'll know, since it's closed, that they shouldn't be there. But also, everything like that in whatever should be grounded anyway, where nothing can happen. I mean, really. And the other thing is, I'm not sure if it was a fake page, the news, but this one was saying that they were FBI page. I mean, it was news, but they were saying what FBI was saying. So first of all, if it was the FBI, they wouldn't be saying it that way anyway. So look it up. Anything to do with, because that one there that I was speaking about, the static electricity, that the FBI put it out. And this one, apparently FBI put this out, is the EMF blockers you should have on your phone. Because when you have your charger plugged in and you're using your phone and you don't have that EMF blocker, then I don't know. You get all kinds of stuff, and ones, if you have those, apparently the fake charger wires or whatever they're called, the plug in, because there is, again, that was, in the news, saying that the FBI and, authorities are telling people. But, yeah. And also that the FBI is saying, I don't know, USBs, whatever they are, that, you charge your phones. Okay, never mind. I know what it is now. That you charge your phones anywhere, like all stations, I guess they have them at, I don't know, bus stops or train stations, whatever station. And they have them also at airports. Well, apparently, now these places are mainly they have cameras everywhere. And they have a lot of people. And not one, Not one saw these people. Now, all the ones that are trying to get information set them up also. They put theirs on top of the real ones. So when you plug it in, they get all your information. So with that, and also at these gas stations and stores and everything that I mentioned before, how is it that not one saw anything and told, authorities, or, you know, after they left, walked by or whatever, I don't know, to check it out, or I don't know. I mean, I'm not there. Whatever you see. Did not say not one thing, you know, walked over to whoever, security or whatever. Not one. Okay. Now, this one. Before I go on, and I'll probably say it again. Now, I'm saying this because of who, where, and what they were doing in my situation. Okay? That I left in last year and years before. Okay? Now, all my groups, I'm up to 10 or maybe more, different groups that have between 5 to, I don't know, how many? Could be a lot of people. But let's say, from 5 and up, at least. Some, you get here and there, 3. Now mine is in different countries and U.S., all different states, and I mentioned some of them, of the states. Now, I want to say, I have nothing or anything against any of these states, any of the ones who live there, or I don't have anything against any country or anyone who lives there. I don't even have anything against the ones who are doing it. Okay? I am speaking to those ones who are doing it and continuing to do it and trying to help wherever these ones are. They are trying to ruin it wherever they are and ruin your state, city, town, country, wherever. They are trying to, you know, make people think that it is everybody where these ones are at. No. I am also trying to help. If anyone from wherever these people are doing this, don't sit back and let them do it to make people think that it's all of you. You bring them down. This way it can stop. This is why no one's getting along and where there's no peace. All of it is all hatred. I mean, really? No. It's not everyone. It's ones who are doing it. And, you know, wherever, like I said, maybe. You cannot sit back and allow these ones to ruin, because we all know how easily, if you do not train your own brain to listen to only you, and that everyone isn't like that. Now, reason why I'm bringing this up, they're starting again. Well, they think they are. Now, and the reason why I said I have nothing against, okay? Now, every single company, wherever you are, say the States, they rely on, for their company in another country. Okay? I don't know if other countries rely on the States, but I do know when I'm in the States and call companies, I know they rely on, like I said, other countries to answer for their company and to help people. Okay? No biggie. And I know the reason why. And when I was told, that's because the States, whoever works for a company and deals with other countries or wherever, that's because they don't answer phones. They don't pick it up and say, you're next. Or you're next to the next available one. Or when you call companies, it just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing. But then sometimes you'll get the automated. you know, saying, oh, you're next in line, or next available one. You'll be answered within, I don't know, a minute or 2 minutes, whatever they say. But then you get hung up on. So, no, I don't blame them to rely on other countries. Now it's like, you know, it will ring either once, or by the second ring, you'll get outside of the country or state or whatever, how you want to say it. Either or. Or, you'll get them saying, oh, well, it's offshore. Okay, whatever. You could just say, yes, we're in another country. Whatever offshore means. And then you'll get, oh, well, that's all we can say. Whatever. So now again, I have nothing against all that, as I said. They need jobs too. And truthfully, I'm happy that USA, are helping them. Like I said, but what I'm speaking about is I've been going through this for years, okay? Years. Every single time. Every company I pay or already paid, I get a call, or I call them, or, whatever. And then I'm always getting transferred to, as they say, offshore or in another country. But it's most of the time when, especially when I call. That's no biggie. But the thing is, I'm always getting them. Okay? Now I'm going by is they tapped into me again somehow. Some are going to be getting fired soon because they're supposed to be, checking to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm getting used to firing people who go against me. And I'm also getting a lot of calls, still from ones who are involved. And, that I dealt with. But it's always right after I actually spoke to the real ones. Yeah, I know the difference. And it's always right after. I will get, that call, or I make that call, that I spoke to the real ones. Could be right after. And the max that I will get another call is maybe 2 days later. When I spoke to the real ones, I said, okay, we're done. I'm caught up, whatever. Is there anything, else? And I'm told no. But bam, I get a call either right after or like I said, up to max is 2 days. That there's a problem. So, with all these companies, I don't know who has access to everyone's information or what. I don't know. Also, who has access to all this information and thinks, they can just cancel everything. Especially when you missed one day of payment. But you have between 7 to 10 days after the due date to pay. Okay? But the thing is, how does it get canceled and gets documented on the 1st before the due date? Now, first of all, you can't just cancel anything. Okay? Especially when they have a grace period, which is legal. You're supposed to have a grace period, as in, 7 to 10 or 7 to 15 days. Okay? Now, again, nothing should be canceled. Okay? And the reason why I'm saying this is because of what happened. Now I know. It will get fixed because it shouldn't have happened. Okay? That for you to get people to be in trouble and lose things? Wow. So how is that? How is it that you think that you can get away with it? Now the thing is, like I said, I left all that behind. I'm not going through this BS again. Okay? Now, my bills are paid, whether it's a day late, and that's it. But most of the time, you don't look to see if it's there. sitting on a desk somewhere. Yeah, I know that. You know, in another department for them to, see it and then go, oh, well, this goes to this department. And, you know, instead of like, could be on the next floor, instead of taking the elevator or walking the stairs, go up to that office and hand it to them. But no, it gets mailed out for them to get. you know. Or, you know, maybe it didn't arrive yet, you know, because of, delays with mail or other ways, whatever, how. But again, you didn't look. And then you get, like I said, it goes to a different department that could be, where it's supposed to go in the same building, but they have to go and take an elevator or the stairs, which they don't. Well, that's in a different department. But, or it gets placed in the wrong thing. Now, I spoke about this, and this is, I just recently did a video on that. I said what was going to happen because you ignored what I was saying, that two things at least better get fixed. That, one was a setup and we shouldn't have, and not pay because we didn't give permission or whatever. I'm not going to go into it. And the other one is what was changed, that I had to sit there for 4 to 5 hours. But with what you think, what you're trying to do, are all the ones who are still involved and trying to cause problems again. As I said, especially with something we shouldn't be having, because it was all a setup. And was changed with another thing. But, all of it was all of you are all ignoring it. And ignoring to listen. Okay? That's okay. That's quite all right. But just know, now, I mean, I can say I feel sorry for all of you, that you didn't listen. but I won't. And all that time, I was kind to all of you, nice, did, you know, what I had to do to show the proof constantly, you know, and some were kind. But the thing is, the ones who were really nasty to me, I know you are the ones who decided to get involved. But that's okay. It's quite all right. I mean, I can't help that you did it. Really. I can't help it that you got involved. I can't help that you ruined yourselves. Can't help that, you ruined your job. I mean, really. I can't help that. I can't help that, whatever. I mean, really. I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't tell any of you to do it. I don't know any of you. So, as I say, and in all my videos, what do you think you have to answer to? What do you think you have to answer to? It's interesting. If you don't, well, you'll be surprised. Don't worry. And it's not going to be how you think it will be. But I also like to know why. Am I still getting all these calls? For what? And for the ones, or one who calls, with that comes up, with someone I deal with or whatever. And, say I answered. Well, it gets forward to me. Obviously, I'm going to answer. It's like you'll ask if it's me, whatever. Well, obviously, it's me. But usually I have something to say, when you ask. But I noticed this time I didn't. I automatically said yeah. But that's okay. So with that again, You have God to answer to with that one. And with everything. Because like I said, God's not playing. Either the ancestors, the universe, every single one that we're highly protected with. You have to answer to. But like I said, they're not playing. And neither am I. And like I said in my other videos, since day one, all are ruined now. Whatever else God has for you. I told you. But just remember, and you better remember, it's all because of all of you. It's fault, not mine. Not mine. I also said, you don't start telling the truth and start clearing what you do to anyone or did. Or did to me. Or still trying. Don't think whatever you did or whatever, that you'll be taking it to your grave. Because you won't. None of it. You will not be taking it to your grave. Or any secrets. Because you do know, right? I mean, if you don't, and I believe that everyone knows, that, when that day comes, when you do go to your grave, that you have to see God or Jesus first. You know that, right? I guess apparently no, you didn't know that. Doesn't matter who you are. You have to see them first. You see, everything you do or did or have done and still trying, doesn't matter. That They will be asking you questions. Even if you think it's a secret. Okay? So they'll be asking. Now, these answers that you need to answer to them, which depends, and I mean, it depends where you will be placed. If you say one wrong answer, you know, thinking that you can fool them, that they didn't know. Uh-huh. Okay. You'll see what happens. Well, you're getting ready to see what happens because, that's why it's starting now. From all the lies you told about me, all what has been done, still trying, all you took, well, in many different ways, still trying to take in many different ways, keeping me away from, people away from me. Okay. All the death spells, are, around more than, I'll just say, 2 blocks long. But it's way more than that. All the death spells that you tried, or that's been tried on me. I'll just say that. Thing is, January is just about over. And since January 1st, but before that, all are still trying, to make sure I was gone or I would quit, get sick, get injured, whatever. I could go down the list, but you see, then when I'm trying to get out, to help others to pay attention around, this way they wouldn't come across anything that I've been through. You see, it would be like a novel. I'll probably be here for like, saying all kinds of things for about 3 hours. Nope, that's way too long. I get to the point or whatever, say what I have to say, and then, I'm done. But you all tried that. Like I said before, that was the huge mistake. As I said, since the beginning, and just recently in December, and a little bit before that, you guys, been trying since January 1st, or I think it was January 30th. Like, really? Well, it's your problem, not mine. Don't know what any of you thought, by thinking all the ones who didn't want to listen, you know, all the ones that was around me, all the ones that you took, but all the ones that thought that it's my fault or whatever, it was all forced by all of you, to have arguments with people and whatever else, just for people to, say it's my fault, or, that I don't know how to do things, etc., etc. And, you know, think to think that you thought this one I love. It amazes me that you thought that I was thinking that I was going to believe that my person who God chose didn't know me, don't want me, or they're cheating, or whatever. First of all, how would you know any of this if you don't know who they are? That's why it was, amazing how you thought you could get away with it. You know. But like I said, you don't know any of who they are. You don't know me. And I don't know any of you. And there's much more. I mean, like I said, I could say. But I don't want this to be like, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. But the thing is, no, I can't get anything back. What I missed, what I was supposed to do, and and much more. I didn't get to have memories with any of them. That's okay. You thought that I would be heartbroken and all that? Okay. Thing is, I'm a new person. So everything was mine and is mine, all the memories, and much more. I'll have all that, even though it will have to be, new ones and starting new. So, none of you will not stop me or anyone of my family. And I already mentioned who my family is. I don't need to say, my brothers and sisters, and all that, or my DM, their family. And also the circle that I have. Especially when you do not, and I mean, you do not know who is around us and has our backs. And they want me to say point blank biatches. Don't know why, but anyway. To end this. The ones who use fake pages of ones that I follow, and that I still better be following, even though, with some of them, they were switched to the fake ones. It's okay. I also noticed, which I'll take care of it, that also I'm still getting, well, first of all, why am I being sent, fake ones? Pretending to be the real ones. Saying, which I know you're not really speaking to me. But what's being said is, oh, it's sad. I'm losing followers and my reputation is being ruined. And whatever else is said. I mean, it's not only with the one, it's with all the ones that I haven't gotten anything from, that I followed. But Anyway, I know it's not the real ones who are going through it. And if they are, then who's been following them? Then they're not their true followers. But remember that. But with some that I've been getting who are fake, the only thing is, I don't get the real ones, those ones. Maybe only occasionally. But I have to admit, with some of the pictures that, with the fake ones that they have up, or the videos, and even though they're old, I have to admit, I like seeing them, because I haven't gotten anything from the real ones, you know. But I also noticed, who also have, fake pages, who has a lot of followers. How did you get them? Yeah, some are, the real ones, followers, thinking that they opened up another page. And most of them are ones who are in with you and the groups. And also, there's another way how you got all those followers. But anyway, again, I will say, you do know, because you are using the real ones' names, and you have a lot of followers, that doesn't mean that you are them. As in, you're them. You could pretend. If you don't get what I mean, but that's okay. But now, since I started, I've been saying, if you wanted to promote these real ones, it's a crime to pretend to be them. If you're a fan, your name should be there with whoever you're pretending to be or promote, should be their name, and you are a fan. Or fan, I don't know, whatever. Or the person's name for fans' purposes. Something. you know, only or whatever. Or you're a fan of whoever the real person is. Because you don't use, and pretend to be whoever these real people are. And try to convince people that you are. Because you have to remember, you don't know what people or anyone is going through. You know, they might be, enjoying what you put up. You know, that's helping them. And then for what? To trick them? Really? Now, the thing is, if it happened to you at one point, that wasn't for you to have that idea saying, well, if I did, well, that sounds good. I might as well go and do it. No. But because all this is still trying to start and bring forth to this year, because put it this way, starting, you did cancel whoever you are and works for the company, one of them, especially because you're the one that canceled it, or they did, and sent it off to the other one, thinking that I'll get in trouble and I have to go through to prove that we have it or whatever, thinking that, oh, well, here's my chance, they'll lose it. Well, it's not going to happen. I told you to knock it off. That it's not coming into this year. I told you not to mess with me. Or my family. But you continue. Now, you're not going to get me to stop, okay, in helping people, standing up for themselves. And again, when I say stand up for yourself, set boundaries and etc., whatever, that doesn't mean, to go overboard, be nasty to people and whatever else that I did see. But I'm also stopping ones who were involved to get out and start making it better for themselves. And I know some did. And I am so proud of you for doing that. And guys, God did see that. Now, it depends on what you did. I'm not saying You just keep on having faith and praying, for guidance. I'm not saying whatever you did, you still need to go and do that karma, whatever you did. You can do it. You got the courage to leave, to start making it better. You'll have the courage to get through whatever comes towards you. But again, keep on going. Because also, God is saying He's not playing. Now, once He gets done and gets all these ones that say in my situation, because it's not only that it was done to me, there's others. So it will be wiping out a lot of ones that now they can have their closure. I don't need it because I left it behind. That doesn't mean that I don't have your names and what you did. I'll be getting the whole entire list. Even if I have to go and, wait until, my team is away from it to look. Yeah, they can hear me, but they can't fool me either. Because, put it this way, if I knew before, I would have ruined you a long time ago. But when I'm told to stay out of it, and when I started seeing what is about to happen, this was before. I mean, you're feeling it now. I didn't want to hear anything. I didn't want to see it. Not until it's all done. But it's all of you, the ones that keep on continuing, are bringing yourselves down. And you are going to feel it. And everyone is going to see it as you are getting caught. The thing is, you're going to feel it even more since the other things that you were feeling wasn't strong enough, because you keep getting new and new people. So now you're going to feel it even more. You're all going to get caught or whatever. And then after you hear from me or whatever, God will finish what He has for you. So, all had a chance. That's done. So, Again, not my problem. Not my fault. Anywho, let's get to I'm sending lots of love, peace, light, positive thoughts, coffee, tea, whatever you drink to start your day, your morning. And all of you have a great night, day, morning, whatever time it is. And remember, each time you get up, sip on whatever drink, you have another chance to go and make a difference again every day. And cleaning up, your community, whatever way. I'm not saying, sweep or whatever. Yeah, if that needs to get done, or tell somebody, hey, that's not a trash can, stuff like that. I mean, like, make someone's day to make others pay it forward. You're cleaning up the negativity. That's what I also mean. So we can do it. We can do anything. Sorry. All I'm hearing is Bob the Builder song. Sorry. Okay, please stop singing that. Anyway, I gotta go. Now it's not gonna get out of my head now. Ugh. Anyway, I don't remember now. Anyway, we can do it. And there is a lot of progress being made. And I thank all of you for being here. And, as I said, all is welcome. As long as you come correct, you do not harass or whatever with any bad intentions to any of my collective or whoever's here. I'll come up with something to call yous, but no bad mouthing or whatever. No bad intentions here. No negativity here. You come to listen, see if it helps. If not, I have other videos that can. But, just to listen can help. But I thank everybody, and I'm proud of all of you. So, anyway, all have a great day. Ciao.